I want people to have hope. I want them to be able to get help.
Well, a lot of people talk the talk, but this guy, Stephen Myers, walks the walk, literally. He is walking across the country.
That's right. He hopes to give hope to those who are struggling with PTSD. Our Kevin Rader caught up with him on the road from Greencastle to Plainfield.
Stephen Myers is on a lonely path. He's walking across America.
I'm walking to raise awareness for PTSD.
He started his trek in Kansas City, Missouri, February 15th, and averages about 30 miles a day. Is it safe?
Yes and no.
He admits walking along the road is literally walking on the edge, but that is still better than living on the edge.
As a veteran with PTSD, I went through a lot of problems. I'm not necessarily at the end goal, but I'm about as close as I can be at this point. So along the way, I've been sharing the things that have worked for me, the troubles that I've run into, and hopefully they'll help people.
Myers served 20 years active duty in the Army with stints in Bosnia, Iraq, and Afghanistan, to name a few. He retired 4 years ago as a sergeant first class.
So far, the trip's been pretty good. I've gotten a lot more attention than I thought. I was really scared when I set out to do this.
He has a network of stops and people along the way who help him if needed, like Lieutenant Colonel David Solhoff of the United States Air Force.
As a four-time commander in the United States Air Force, I've seen the challenges that PTSD can have on our airmen and our service members, and I honestly could not think of a greater cause than what Sergeant Myers is doing right now to bring attention to this.
When you put your faith in the American populace, your faith is in good hands.
He has a small flag on his right shoulder and a PTSD walk poster on his back.
And I've found that I need to balance my walk and my talk. Without the walk, there is no talk, and the talk is where I want to be to help people, but if I talk too much, there's not enough walk.
With that, he continues down his path, in this case, toward Plainfield.
The number one thing I hope they get is hope. There's people that they've lost hope.
And this soldier wants to find them. In Putnam County, Kevin Rader, Channel 13, Eyewitness News.
We certainly thank him for his service. You can follow his 9-month trek across our country. Just log on to his Facebook page, which is Stephen Myers 2020.